Hi there, looking at the camera here now. We've got another episode of Keith's Garage. It's the BMW R65 this time. It's only something very simple. You might find it entertaining. The French government are going to introduce bike testing this year. It looks like it could be April if it gets past Parliament, but it's been struggling because of a lot of opposition, because at the moment there's no motorbike testing in France at all. As I mentioned in this video coming up, I know the police and the authorities have been getting really pissed off about kids on little scootery things because they can ride them here 15, I'm not sure the exact, a bit earlier than you can in England. These little tiny things, 50cc, 49cc. And a lot of them aren't looked after, and they get stopped regularly because they take battles at the exhaust and stuff like that, like kids used to do. So they're going to bring in testing for all motorbikes, so that includes mine. So this is a little bit about looking at it, what needs doing. Hope you enjoy it. Right. Bit of light on the subject, and as I mentioned just now, they're bringing testing in to France, so this will have to go through a test sometime this year, and if I'm going to enjoy it I need to put things right. I know one or two things aren't quite right. The indicators have an uneven flash. One side's good, one side's bad, but I do believe the bulb in the speedo, the indicator bulb in there isn't working, so that just could be the reason. The voltage is different on, or not the voltage, but the ampage, is it, wattage is different on each side, and therefore the flash is different. It's asking for more on one side than the other. This is the main issue that I've got to address. Gear change linkage. You can see here, I think I've shown you this before. It's there's gear change linkage, there's a gear change pedal. It's attached with a little thing here to the actual gear change on the gearbox, and here it's mounted on a stalk which has the footrest as well. But this thing has always been a problem all its life. You can see in there, you can see there's lots and lots of gritty bits of aluminium in there, where there you can see it's worn. There's no bush in there. There should be a bush, and consequently this is just worn uneven. I think when we get the bolt off you find that's uneven, and at the moment, to prevent it coming out, I've drilled a hole in that retaining bit at the outside there, and it's got a nail in it. Oh, the nail comes out. So I don't think they would approve of the gear change linkage contained by a rusty nail. So I think the best thing I'm going to do is take that off and have a look. It might take a little bit more fettling than I imagine. I know around the back there's a bolt, a big bolt that, oh, I can see, yes, it's come loose. Yeah, I see, it's very loose. Okay. There's a big bolt down there, you can see it just in there. It's around the clamp around the exhaust as well. We're going to have him off. That holds this, goes through the frame there, and it takes this off, and then we've got it all to look at. So I'll get my tools out and we'll start having a look. Okay, we're on the go now. Quite a good light here, as you probably notice. This came from Aldi. You think I'm a fan of Aldi things, aren't I? It's a good light. Got a magnet on the back here, right, clamped onto there. Look, got some controls in the back. It's easy to charge. It's very powerful, as you can see. I like this light. It's a work light. Now let's put you down. We'll get some tools out. Can you see where we are now? There we are. We're shifting it. Do you like the stand? We did a bit about the stand. I'm barely having to bend down. I'm just bending down a bit. I'm not on my knees. I'm on my feet. Legs are bent a little bit. Bend the back a little bit. It's very handy, this is. I tell you, very handy. I wonder if we can get a ring socket on that. That'll come undone. Well, it's coming undone, well coming undone now. Oh, this doesn't look terribly good. Just on the back of the gearbox. That wasn't difficult, was it? We're going to need something. There's the bolt. Nut, washer. Oh hell, what was that? Guess there's something else in there. Oh, there's the thing, the nut, there's the nail, look, holding that in place. Take the nail out, what happens? That undoes. Let's have that off. Footrest, you can see it there, going into that footrest. Just so, I don't know if you're in focus. I'm at the other side of it. Now there's another washer. There's the footrest. And that's what holds it in place. Right. We've got plenty more pins. Undo that. There we are, look at that. Bit of a mess, isn't it? Now, if we look at the new one, there's, oh there we are, that's the bad one, look. And that's the good one. Can you see them? In the light there, that one's got bits worn away, look. There we are, that's better, you can see them. I hold them and look at the screen, you can see the difference. Well, that shouldn't take a lot of sorting actually. No, there we are, good. I don't think it needs a shim. These aren't very expensive as long as they're always available. But that one has been like that virtually since I got the bike. I don't use the bike an awful lot, so it should. Well, how on earth it's got like that? Goodness only knows. There's the footrest. With this bit, bolts into that hole there. And in between, and holds the gear change in place. Oh, it's that thing there. I bet that's what's worn it away, look. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's see what happens there. I'm going to leave you for a minute while I fiddle around. Okay, I think we've found out what we need now. Can you see this gadget? Right, this is the foot pedal, the footrest, and it goes on that bracket like that, and then here on the top screws in the shaft that holds the gear change. But the problem is here, this is the bolt that holds the footrest on. See that bolt holds the footrest on there, on that bracket. So we're on that doesn't go all the way in, and this is what happens because that doesn't go all the way in. It's worn that, you see, completely worn, big grooves in it. It's that thing that's caused it. That bolt has caused this sitting on there. I'll just put him on there and show you. Well, it won't, actually, while wind the bolt in a bit. While the bolt is hanging out, it won't go in. But then you see, I was screwing in a little bit, just so you can see how it goes. Screw him in a little bit. That's it. Now you can see, as that screws in there, look, that is catching on that bolt. Can you see it? How it's rubbing on that bolt there. That's what's caused this awful great groove in there, look, do you see? So, that's no good, is it? So what I've got to do is replace that thing there, that bolt, with a countersunk bolt. Oh, the one with the countersunk head. See that bolt head sticking out. Now, I bet it didn't ought to be like that. So we've got a really good machine shop down the road in the village where they make agriculture machinery, and they've got really good spares. I've had bits there from a camping car, great big bolts and things. First of all, I'm going to see if they've got something that'll replace that. That's the key. If I can't replace that, then there's no point in putting a new one on, because it'll just get ruined. So there we are, that's the culprit. That thing there has been worn in big grooves in the gear change pedal, and they're making it wibble about. So see, if that's countersunk, it'll go in. There is a countersunk groove there for it to go in. This one's a countersunk bolt to fit in that groove. So that's what I'm going to do now. So next episode, that's it for now. It'll soon be lunchtime, and that's it for the moment. Okay, see you next time. There we are. That was the first bit about changing gear with a rusty nail. I hope you enjoyed it. When I find the bits I need, I'll come back and we'll do a bit more, another episode, and then we'll look at the lights. So that's it for today. Don't forget, if you like it, give us a like, think about subscribing to the channel, think about sharing it with your mates if you like, alright? And then at the end here, just in a minute, we've got the links to Cracker Books, the books you can download, or the audio stories. You're already connected to the YouTube, so that's alright, but have a look at the website. Thanks for being with us today. Cheerio.